Okay, as I was saying, guys, before my battery died, let me hook this up a little bit. Let me straighten it out. I got it right. And the lighting's changed and everything, so whatever. But as I was saying, is I got a Jackery 500, right? And so I'm like, this is great, plug and play. Clearly, you know, coined my channel Extravagant Minimalist, which means I have an extravagant streak in me, yet I'm a minimalist. I don't want a bunch of crap, I don't want things, I don't like clutter. And I have that going on right now because I don't have shelves, which I need. If it could have a home and not be like stuffed to the brims, it's okay with me. But just the whole, you know, I don't like a lot of crap. So, um, and y'all know because I've refused and had to try to be nice and tell you guys to take your presents back. Yeah, I'm serious. Unless it's something that I can absolutely use. Oh, my incense is blowing in my face. Mm. Oh, and while I'm here, so I don't forget, if anyone wants to get a hold of me, my email is undercoverhippie@gmail.com or sisterjustice@email.com. Yes, I'm a Libra. Love, peace, and hair grease and everything beautiful. That's what I'm about. So, anyways, I was saying I got the Jackery and I got the panels, the solar panels. And do you know the first day that I used those suckers? The very first day, I put the Jackery solar panel, 100-watt solar panel, in my car, in my van. And there's this one spot in my door that has like a little opening. And I don't even know how this happened. Maybe it was upside down. But somehow magically the cord decided to snake its way out of the pocket and out through my door, and it caught on my tire and it ripped it right in half. Ripped the cord right in half. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Delivery. Thank you, hon. Um. Anyway, so uh, it ripped the cord. Total major upset, right? So I'm clever. I get, clever. And I, splice it all and boom, plug it in the next day. It works! Yay! So I'm happy it worked. And so I was like, okay, it looks janky, but it works. And, if I really am that upset about it, I'll just buy another one eventually. And I thought, but, I'll sell that one. And so, it worked. It was working. It was a simple splice situation because it was like right in the middle of the wire. So, I just taped it up with black electrical tape and stuff. And so you couldn't really see it unless you were paying absolute attention. Because I like to make it look neat. Things look neat. Anyway, so I was happy. So the next day, I'm like, yay, my Jackery's charged, blah, blah, blah. I, pack up everything and I take off. And I hear somebody yell, "Stop!" And I instantly knew what it was. Instantly, because it wasn't in my head yet to bring the Jackeries, the solar panels in. It wasn't on my list. Okay, I love you, but you got to go. Um, it wasn't on my list. And so I dragged him like 20 feet. And would you believe it shred the wire right at the connector so that I couldn't splice or anything. Just done. I mean, I probably, I'm going to call Jackery. I still haven't done it because I don't want to be disappointed. But, I just couldn't believe my luck on that one. I had it for 2 days and it was killed in 2 days. I maimed it the first day and killed it the second day. And I was so upset, right? And I think I posted about it or said something somewhere like, oh my God, well, don't feel bad, because I often laughed at my misery. I laugh at my miseries because some of the things are just so ridiculous. And sometimes it's better just to laugh and cry. So I just cracked up and was like, oh, this is terrible, terrible, terrible. And I think Dawn of Van Life did a video on the Jackery or something. And oh yeah, and I think I told her about it. And she was like, oh, that's too bad, that sucks, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if it was her or me, but I think I was like, hey, if you want to get, rid of one of those Jackery panels, I think she had a couple, because I think she had one and got one to endorse. And I said, I would buy it off of you, used, of course. And she was like, no, don't. I don't want any money, but, if you want to pay for shipping or something like that. And I said, hell yeah. So I was like, are you sure? I'll pay you. And she was like, no, I don't want any money. Stop, I'm paying it forward. And being the person I am, though, I sent her money. I sent her enough money to send it to me, and with a little bit extra just in case. And I told her she could keep the extra. So, you know how that goes. Anyways, she was so gracious, though. She sent that right away, and I was really flattered. I'm not a starstruck person by any means, but it was really nice to talk to her because she's a Bay Area girl now, and I'm Bay Area too. And so when she first started, I was like, hey girl, what's up? Let's hook up. But she was too busy. She was doing her thing, and I don't blame her. She's an introvert. She doesn't want to meet people. And so I was just glad to have that connection with her. So then I found out they have connectors on the Jackery. So I am going to see if I can get my other one fixed and get the connector and then have 200 watts of power. So I can charge my Jackery twice as fast as I am normally right now. Okay, we're almost at 8 minutes, which is making my 10-minute video that was cut short a minute more like a 20-minute video. What was I going to... There was something else. Oh, yeah, and I think the Jackery products are kind of cheap. Like, if that... I'll do a whole video on that, but just so you know, all these big YouTubers out here talking about Jackery and blah, 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 their solar panels are cheap. Like the material, I don't know, maybe I got some bootleg version of it or something, but I'm sorry, but if you're going to have panels that are going to possibly be dragged or, anything, even my 12 volt thing is broken. Like, I don't know if it came that way or not, but I realized it wasn't charging my thing. Anyways, I'm not sure either. I don't know. Just seems a little cheap to me, and I'm a small channel, so I can say that. I don't care. So I was basically saved by Dawn. She sent me panels. And then also this woman, on her channel is a Glorious Life on Wheels, and she is a cook. She's a chef cook. Like, she can cook. But her thing is van life cooking. So she's really cool. And she invited me to cook with her. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding? So, yeah, girl, she got on there like a month ago, and she's already got like 10,000 subscribers or something. But she's so cool. And, yeah, like I said, I'm not looking for a celebrity or anything. I'm like the best person you want to have with you, because I'm not the one. I'm not trying to be on Front Street. I like being... not behind the scenes, but I don't want to be the main scene. And so anyway, she invited me to cook with her, and she's doing some big things. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really, that somebody liked my stuff enough to say that. That's surprising, but I'm glad about it. So anyways, I don't want to just sit here being a talking head, you guys. I think I have some other... oh yeah, I was saying something about the Go Outside channel. So COVID hit. And it would have actually been perfect at that time, but I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if we were going to be what was going on. So, anyways, that was the other one. Go outside, but now people are outside anyways. Oh, and also Mia from My Life Now. This is her book, and I kind of use it as a little notebook right now, but because she has notes in it, on it, and she leaves, so you can really get into it. But this is her book, Mia. What is it, Mia Giovio? Mia Giovio. She wrote a book. So, and it's really cool. It's, I read it pretty quick, but I'm a reader. But it was a good idea. She did a good job. So, yeah, Mia of My Life Now. Oh, and let me just shout out a couple of my YouTube people I like. I'm sorry, guys. You're just going to have to, let it. It's going over 10 minutes. So, wait, let's start with who was first in chronological order. So, Phyllis and Brenda. Phyllis and Brenda are two ladies in the South. Phyllis has a YouTube channel called Put Your Mind to It. M-I-N-E. She's aware it's spelled mine, not mind, because mind was taken. So she put your mind to it. And she has a bestie named Brenda, who is on her channel, but also started her own channel, which is called Southern Cooking Brenda, or Brenda Southern. Brenda, I am so sorry I always mess this up, but I always say Southern Cooking Brenda, and I believe that's it. And if it's not for some crazy reason, it's Brenda's Southern Cooking, but I believe it's Southern Cooking Brenda. Anyways, these two ladies are just so, just too much. They're just excellent. They'll have you smiling in no time, and not because they're clowns. It's just, they have a good time. They're lighthearted and fun, and, they celebrated my birthday for me, and it was the best time I ever had. Brenda, lit it up. She was like DJ back in the day, okay? Brenda we were just listening to songs and going crazy. It was awesome. And so, and they throw parties for their people. That's just who does that? They do. I'm looking over here at this dot rather than this is the camera. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. But anyways, they throw parties for people, for their subscribers and stuff, and they're not super big yet, but they're not small. So there's a lot of us that love them and frequent their. I know I do. Whenever they're on, I'm like, hey, especially the lives. The lives are live. We get down. And then another person, like I was just mentioning, Mia from My Life Now. We're kind of in the same boat right now. It's really funny how our lives are paralleling. But she's this woman who is very honest and frank and a New Yorker. So, she's from New York. I lived there in Manhattan for a few years in my formidable years. And, people don't play. They don't have time for all that. So she is Mia from... Oh, no. She changed the name of her channel. It's Vanning In and Out now. That's what it's called. Vanning In and Out. Sorry, Mia, if you're watching this, you want to slap the mess out of me. Anyway, Vanning In and Out is her channel now. And so she's building hers, but she's doing a good job. I'm not doing all that wood. I think that all that wood makes me feel like a coffin. Nothing about you, Miss Thang. I'm just saying, all these people who build all these wooden things, I can't do it. Can't have it. So, there's that. There's Mia. And then, who else? Tony Daly. I love Tony Daly. She's Canadian. I love her. She's just really, that girl, let me tell you, she went through the dump of the ages and has come out pristine, and I am proud of her for that, and she's holding it down. People, when you get dumped, that's no fun. I, of course, don't know what that feels like, but anyway, so she just pulled it through. She handled her business. And then one of my crazy indulgent ones that I watch is Lily and Graham's. and they're just so cute. They're just too much. And Grams, you can't help but love her because she's wild. The girl is wild. But these young ladies, you can watch their videos start from the beginning when they first came on the scene and all the things they've done to improve their lives, and you can just see the stark contrast from starting out and from someone having a goal and then reaching it. They went to Turkey to get their teeth did, y'all. They didn't go to Mexico. They went to Turkey. You gotta watch their videos. Lily and Grams with the Z. And then who else do I have on my list? I have a lot of people, you know. Who else do I watch? Right now, I found these people called Trent and Allie. I love them because they're building a house in Utah and they're insane. Yeah, they left their car in Colombia, or where were they? Somewhere. Their van because of COVID. And instead of just like, you know, just getting out of the van and driving around, they made a farm for their mom, for the guy's mom, and decided, we're going to build a house in the mountains in the middle of winter where it snows like insanely. And they're doing it. So I'm not going to lie. I honestly am like rooting for them because it just seems like an impossible task, but they're going to do it. And then, who else do I like? Well, all the African ones. Dr. Moombi, Odana, who else? Tuna Cheke, and those are my African news outlets. That's where I go to get some, you know, there's more, but those are my main ones. Oh, and and this one sister, I forget her name. Oh, she's beautiful. What's her name? Maybe in another one. I'll actually do a specific video on that because I like to know who people are watching. And I've also seen some of y'all in the chats, like Paul Barger. I love Paul. Paul and Ellie are awesome. I love them. You know how I found out about Paul? I saw him sleeping. He was sleeping in Slab City. That's what he was doing on his video. He like turned it on and went to sleep. And it was hilarious because he's a party animal too. And who else is a good one? I can't forget. Okay, the corny third phase moon guys, the cousins brothers, and who else? I think that's it for now. I mean, I have a few. I don't watch too many because I get overwhelmed. But in the beginning, when people first started signing up or, you know, becoming subscribers, I would just subscribe back to them automatically. Like, okay, isn't that how it works? Like, isn't that the kind of thing to do? Because honestly, folks, I'm a technophobe. Technology hates me and I hate it. Hence, my battery dying in my face. Yeah, I probably should have made sure the battery was strong, but this kind of stuff that happens. Okay, I'm at 18 minutes. So, again, Sister Justice at gmail.com or undercoverhippie@gmail.com, and Ironbird66 at PayPal if you want to give me money for some reason. I didn't expect people to subscribe to my channel, so if somebody feels like throwing money at me, I'm definitely taking it. Yeah, I'll take it. I can use it. We all can. Yeah, and I had a video about that, people talking about e-begging. Kiss my ass. That was bad. But that was for those people who have the nerve to, you know, try to tell somebody how they should live and other people what they should do with their money. You don't get to tell people to do what they want to do. Okay, here comes my sassy, y'all. Don't get me upset. I told you I have teeth. Anyways, I love you all. 19 minutes. That's pretty long. But if there's anything you want to know, email me or in the comments, make a comment. I've only had one hater, but I think I know who it was. So if there's any haters out there, just let yourself be known. I don't care. I really don't. But if there aren't any either, that's a good thing too. I can deal with that. Okay, y'all. We're rounding up to 20 minutes, and that sounds like a good spot for me. My Like I always say, go find your joy. Always go find your joy. Find your joy in a day, no matter what. Even if you're bummed out, do something that's joyous. And if you don't have one, go find one or make some with someone else. Ta. Find your joy, y'all.